tonight to invite everyone. We are celebrating like high schoolers whose parents are out of town.
Okay, but we have high schoolers.
Yes, and tonight their parents are out of town.
This was Lois Lane.
And that's why you're speaking out now.
I felt that after months of trying to reconcile, it was finally time for me to go on record. Tell the public the truth about the world's most famous reporter.
Remind the audience, how many years were you imprisoned?
17.
17 years for a crime you didn't commit. That must have been frustrating knowing you were innocent.
I always knew the truth would come out eventually. But I'd be lying if I said my faith didn't waver.
Of course, and so it must have come as quite the surprise when Lois Lane, the reporter who famously linked Lex Luthor to Boss Moxie's murder, ends up publishing the article exonerating you.
Not really.
Not really.
Miss Lane always knew I was innocent. It was her friend Pia Mannheim who, in fact, committed those crimes. But taking down a billionaire always makes for a better story.
Of course. A much better story. And yet Miss Lane claims to only have met Miss Mannheim most recently when they were both receiving chemotherapy treatments at Hobbs Bay.
Convenient alibi.
How so?
Look, after Miss Mannheim almost leveled half of Metropolis, there was no more hiding what her true abilities were. Lois knew people would connect the dots to Moxie's murder, so she got out in front of the story. It doesn't hide the fact that she lied.
She lied. Did she ever reach out to apologize?
I went to her, hoping to hear she was sorry. Even thought about moving Luthor Corps to Smallville to bring jobs to her community. Instead, Lois accused me of other crimes without any evidence, threatening that she was going to put me away again. And then she turned the town against me.
Well, that sounds like the single worst apology I've ever heard in my life.
Me too. And I was in prison for 17 years.
17 years. Lex Luthor, tell me, what brings you here? Now, what is it that you hope to get from Lois Lane?
The truth.
The truth hardly seems likely, given the smear campaign she's waged against you all these years.
Lois Lane claims to be a champion for justice. If she really believes that, then I challenge her to come here and debate me, face to face.
Face to face would be a fascinating exchange. When and where would that take place?
Tonight. You do have a 7 o'clock show, don't you?
Yes. Yes, we do. Well, this is quite the development. Lois Lane, if you're watching, and let's face it, who isn't, Mr. Lex Luthor and the Godfrey crew will be right here at 7 p.m. sharp. The question the rest of America wants to know is, will you? More Godfrey right after this.
Let me guess, this little dog and pony show was your idea.
Well, I'm just a believer in journalism that shows both sides of an issue.
This is not journalism. It's all volume, no substance.
Ouch, well, that would hurt if our ratings weren't right through the roof. Gordon Godfrey, good to see you. Thanks for coming down on such short notice.
Didn't have much of a choice.
I see your point. And Superman in the building. Let me tell you, it's quite an honor. It's just Clark. Oh, is it? Okay, well, just Clark. I should be cross with you for giving that exclusive to Janet Olson. That hack, why, that was a Nielsen gift basket wrapped up in advertising gold, I can tell you that much.
Can we just get this over with?
Sure, let's do that. I'm Switzerland. All right? Totally impartial. I just want to give you and Lex Luthor a chance to tell your version of the events.
My version's the truth.
Of course. Why don't we kick you on over to makeup? Have Sandy touch you up. This is television, not print. And then we'll get the show on the road. What do you think?
Gonna be great. Be right here.
Sandy! Don't worry, big guy. I'll take good care of her.